A big company may hold shares, in the small company, that is more than 50%. Then only the question of that holding company arises. Holding company means a company which holds majority of the shares of a company, that is more than 50%. In the example, that a company, X Limited, is a big company having share capital of say 90 crores, and Y company is having the share capital of 6 crores. And that X Limited holds the shares of more than, that is 3 crore, means then that X Limited is called holding company of Y Limited. That is more than 50%. And the problem arises in the calculations with regard to the, time of holding. The time of holding means before the current year. Say the current year, we are taking example as 2022 March 31st. That means starting 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022. And if the holding may took place in any of the days, or holding may took place in 2015 or 2000, something like that, prior to that. The setup problem is related to the current year, when company is going to buy or bought in the current year. That problem arises. For example, that company may hold shares in 1st April 2020. Or company may hold shares in 31st March 2022. Or company may hold shares in 2000 between 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022 in any of the day. That is after 3 months, after 6 months of the year, that December 1 or January 17 of 2022, like that. So problem arises. So that's why once again I am telling the meaning of the theoretical aspects. One is that what is a holding company and what is a subsidiary company. That meaning everyone should know. The holding company means one which holds majority of the shares. That is more than 50% of shares in another company is known as holding company. Subsidiary company is a company and the shares of which company is majority of held by a particular company, means that company became subsidiary of that company. That I told in the example, X Limited is a holding company, then definitely Y Limited seems to be subsidiary to X Limited. So you should be in a position to give the meaning of holding company and subsidiary company. Then you just see how the problem arises. Whenever a company is holding shares means that will be reflected in the balance sheet of the holding company. Okay. You just see in the first example, illustration 1, it is shown. Say that suppose X Limited holds 60% of the shares. If 6 lakhs means how much? 6 crore means how much? 3 crore, 60 lakhs shares X Limited is holding in Y Limited. Okay. Then you just see another 40% is there. Another 40% we are calling it as minority interest. That minority interest never will be more than 50%. Definitely it will be at 51%. More than 50% it would. Minority interest would not be more than 50%, but it would be less than that, even 49%. So that calculation you have to make. Understand? Then you should know what is the meaning of minority interest. Minority interest, what do you mean by that? Minority interest is the value of holding of the minority shareholders in a subsidiary company. That means if the 60% is held by X Limited, 40% is for the other shareholders, maybe spread to throughout India, maybe 40% means represented by say 1 lakh shareholders or 2 lakh shareholders or even 5 lakh 50,000 shareholders. Altogether we are calling it as minority interest, and that we should calculate. So now you can able to give the meaning of minority interest. Minority interest is the value of holding of the shares other than the shares held by holding it. That is it. Okay. So minority interest என்ன மீனிங் சொல்றீங்க? அதாவது ஹோல்டிங் கம்பெனி எந்த அளவு ஷேர்ஸ் வச்சிருக்கோ அதை தவிர மீதி எந்த அளவு பெர்சன்டேஜ் ஷேர்ஸ் வந்து இருக்கோ அந்த ஷேர்ஸோட மொத்த வேல்யூ தான் மைனாரிட்டி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். ஓகே. ஏன்னா அந்த மைனாரிட்டி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்ங்கிறது என்ன சேர்ந்து வரும்னா நாமினல் வேல்யூ மாத்திரம் கிடையாது, அதில் வந்து ரிசோர்ஸ் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து வரலாம். தென் ஃபிக்ஸட் அசெட்ஸை டிடெக்ட் பண்ணி தான் அந்த ப்ரொபோர்ஷனை கால்குலேட் பண்ண வேண்டியது. அதனால இந்த கொஸ்டின் இது வந்து இன்னொன்று வந்து ஹோல்டிங் சப்சிடி இந்த 3 டேர்ம்ஸும் தெரியும். அதே மாதிரி வந்து கேபிட்டல் ரிசர்வாக கொண்டு வரலாம். ஏன்னா ஒரு கம்பெனி ஹோல்டு பண்ணும்போது ஃபைனலாக அந்த கம்பெனிக்கு ஹோல்டிங் கம்பெனி வருமா அல்லது அந்த கம்பெனி வந்து கேபிட்டல் ரிசர்வா அல்லது வந்து அது வந்து குட் வில்லாம். ஏன்னா இந்த ஹோல்டிங் கம்பெனி என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா கன்சாலிடேட்டட் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவாங்க. சரியா? கன்சாலிடேட் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் தான் ஹோல்டிங் கம்பெனி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவோம். அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா இந்த ஷேர் ஆஃப் இந்த பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்டு தான் இதில் வந்து ஒன்லி பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் ஐட்டம். வி ஆர் நாட் கோயிங் டு ஸ்டடி அபவுட் எனி அதர் திங். ப்ராஃபிட் அண்ட் லாஸ் தட் மச் இட் இஸ் ஈஸி. சரியா? பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்டை தவிர வேறு இல்லை, அது தவிர எதுவுமே படிக்க போகிறது. அதனால் ஐ திங்க் தட் இட் இஸ் ஈஸி. All adjustments related to balance sheet and some adjustment may be given. That's all. In this problem illustration, you find that one illustration we just I can use in general. That here that H Limited and S Limited has been taken, and H Limited is holding company, S Limited is subsidiary. You see in the capital is 3 lakh and 1 lakh crores, and of that 100% held by S Limited. That is also possible. 100% is held by holding. That means investment in the investment in the heading of investment that was mentioned for the H Limited. And here 1,50,000 was from illegal assets as well. Okay. Then some reserves also. Thereby here there is no minority interest. The illustration just to see that when preparing consolidated balance sheet, there is no new thing to be there. That all together it will be taken into account. That too, the acquisition at the end of the year. That's the meaning. Acquisition at the end of the year. Here just to see H Limited. H Limited shares of 31st March 2017. At the end of the year, acquisition took place. Thereby, all the profits should be considered as capital profits. All the profit earned by the company should be considered as capital profit. The problem is that prior to acquisition, all profit earned by the subsidiary company will be considered as a capital profit. And after the acquisition, any profit, profit means that would be considered as revenue profit.